Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Wednesday, December 8, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Oklahoma City Thunder vs Toronto Raptors. Oklahoma City is averaging 98.8 points per game. They scored 114 points in their last game, making 50% of their field goals and 36% of their three-pointers. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the way for the Thunder with 30 points and 13 assists. Luguentz Dort finished with 28 points and 2 rebounds, while Josh Giddey added 12 points and 5 assists. Oklahoma City has played well defensively, giving up 108 points per game. They gave up 103 points in their last game and will need another solid defensive effort if they want to win this game. Our first betting advice is to pick Toronto Raptors, -7. Considering all of the offensive struggles for the Thunder, all the Raptors need to do is find some consistency on offense. Forcing the Thunder to play from behind is a surefire way to a fast and painless victory. Oklahoma City is 23 games into the season and still averaging less than 100 points per game. Both of the Raptors' previous wins weren't major offensive outings, but then again, they came against a couple of tough defensive teams. Fred VanVleet and Gary Trent Jr. will have opportunities to bury this Thunder team from long distance with them, allowing 37.2% shooting from three-pointer on the road. If the shooting takes flight for the Raptors, you might as well stick a fork in the Thunder. Our second betting advice is to pick under 207.5. Brooklyn Nets vs Houston Rockets. Leading their scoring output in the game was Durant, 28.6 ppg, who scored 28 points in the game and was one of 5 players to score double digits for the Nets. The defense has been playing extremely well as they are allowing 42.9% of shots to fall against them and are giving up 105.8 ppg, which is 10th in the NBA. They need to continue showcasing their defensive prowess if they want to win the NBA title. Leading their scoring output in the game was Wood, 16.5 ppg, who scored 23 points in the game and was one of 6 players that finished to score double digits. The defense needs to step up as they are allowing 44.9% of shots to fall against them and are giving up 111.9 ppg, which is 27th in the NBA. They need to continue showcasing their defensive prowess if they want to win the NBA title. Our first betting advice is to pick Houston Rockets +6.5, while the Nets remain without point guard Kyrie Irving, who is reportedly considering a plant-based vaccine option. The Nets have been able to rely on another undersized guard for some added scoring punch. Patty Mills comes in averaging 12.7 points per game in 23 contests, the best mark of his 13-year career. The 33-year-old has shot a blistering 46.3% from the field and 47.4% from three-point range on 6.6 attempts per game. He's also shot 92.9% from the free throw line. According to Dunksinterest.com, Brooklyn ranks 5th in the NBA with an adjusted 3.8 net rating. The Nets' offense has been improving in recent weeks, and they rank 11th in the league with an adjusted 110.5 offensive rating. Brooklyn has also flexed its muscles on the defensive end, where it has posted an adjusted 106.7 defensive rating through 23 contests. Our second betting advice is to pick over 225. Quick reminder, BetUS is a platform that offers betting on all major sport and horse racing leagues. It has slots, table games, blackjack, and a variety of other casino games. All of the major US leagues are available for betting, including the NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, and PGA. In addition, BetUS allows wagers on esports, Olympic events, soccer, cricket, boxing, cycling, and many more competitions. Join BetUS now using our link down below and get 125% cashback bonus on your first deposit on the sportsbook after you open an account and deposit using our link and use our promo code HIGHSTAKES. Portland Trail Blazers vs Golden State Warriors. Portland Trail Blazers vs Golden State Warriors. In their latest loss to the Clippers 102-90, they were without Lillard and McCollum. Jusuf Nurkic led the way with 31 points on 12-19 shooting. Norman Powell dropped 29 and Dennis Smith Jr. had 13 all in the losing effort. As a team, they shot just 22.7% from beyond the arc and turned the ball over 18 times. Those numbers will likely be worse Wednesday night against the Warriors, who are the best defensive team in the league. In their victory over Orlando, Steph was his typical self, scoring 31 points on 8-16 shooting including 7-13 from deep. Wiggins knocked down 8 threes on just 10 attempts en route to his 28 points. Jordan Poole had a solid all-around game, scoring 12 points, grabbing 7 boards, and dishing out 7 assists. It will not take a monster game from any of the Warriors to take down these wounded Blazers, but this is a Warriors team that goes about each game like a business trip. They will not be caught sleeping here and instead, ready to dominate as they should. Our first betting advice is to take the Warriors. The Golden State Warriors bounced back from a tight and surprising home defeat to the San Antonio Spurs with a big 126-95 victory over the Orlando Magic. That win brought them back to the top of the Western Conference, where the Warriors are shoulder to shoulder with the Phoenix Suns. They covered a -16 spread and now have a 17-6-1 Austrian shillings record. Portland kept the Clippers at bay in the opening half and even had a 1-point lead at halftime. However, the Clippers switched to a higher gear defensively and allowed just 41 points to the Blazers to secure a win. The hosts made only 5 triples on 22 attempts, 22.7%, and committed 18 turnovers opposite Los Angeles' 13. Our second betting advice is to pick under. Orlando Magic vs Sacramento Kings. Orlando is looking to bounce back after a big loss to the Golden State Warriors by a score of 126-95. In the game, Orlando managed to only hit 28.9% of their three-point attempts, compared to Golden State at 50%. The Magic also failed to take care of the ball, turning the ball over 22 times. The Kings are coming off a 104-99 win over the Los Angeles Clippers. After playing an even first quarter, Sacramento picked up their defensive play, holding the Clippers to just 16 points in the second quarter. The Kings managed to win the game despite hitting fewer three-point shots. However, they were able to generate 17 turnovers from the Clippers. Our first betting advice is to pick Sacramento. They come into this game ranked 9th in the NBA in scoring, averaging 109.8 points per game. Point guard De'Aaron Fox leads the team in scoring, putting up 20.1 points per contest. He is also dishing out 5.5 assists and grabbing 3.7 rebounds. Small forward Harrison Barnes is the second leading scorer, averaging 19.0 points and 7.2 rebounds. He has not played since November 24 and is listed as questionable for this game with a foot injury. Shooting guard Buddy Hield, 15.9, and center Richaun Holmes, 14.5, are both in double figures as well. They are going to face an Orlando defense that is number 25, allowing 111.1 points per game. Our second betting advice is to pick over 220.